was it?
Loved it. Absolutely, just thankful to be a part of it. I just love the precision. I thought Jackson was not as good when we were down here earlier in the year, and I've seen him great before, and I saw him great again today. He had 6 innings, started throwing a lot of fastballs. You know, I'm a pitching guy by trade my entire career, so I appreciate great pitching, and I wanted us to figure it out, and but he was pretty good today. And you know, we just talked about with these two guys, these young freshmen, to be committed to trusting their stuff, and their intent was outstanding. It wasn't perfect, you know, with Tanner throwing 53 strikes out of 97 pitches, but the intent was at a high level. And I think this is a bag of experience that these guys can take with them. So I'm excited about that. And just a high level of play. You know, Jonathan India being on the field, and you know, that line drive was smoke that he caught. I thought it was by him and just a reaction play. And Langworthy hitting a home run when they're down to the last 3 outs. But I liked our resilience to just hang in there and work a walk, get them over, get them in. Kind of did that 2 innings in a row. Will Holland, you know, that play with him being hit by the pitch, you know, I got a really good, young, emotional player, and I'm just trying to have his back. I know Derek Jeter was always one of those guys at Yankee Stadium, you know, and he always would get hit in the hand. I think there's a difference between the hand and wrist as opposed to the elbow. And, you know, I don't have video there. I'm going to try to protect my player, and he's so emotional, and that's what makes him great, because eventually I'm like, I need you. That was less to do with the umpire and more to do with, like, young man, I need you. He had to get the hit, the go-ahead hit. We had to bring the infield in, tied 1-1. He had to make a throw to the plate. I needed him for every bit of that. So that was kind of the deal there. It was more about taking care of Will Holland. But, you know, our guys played at a very, very high level. I thought the double plays were huge in momentum. And the pitching, you know, we have to match Florida's pitching. That is what's created greatness around here. Is the only way we're going to get out of this deal is to better that. And for 2 days in a row for us to win a game with Byrne being on the mound twice, and you know, getting their best yesterday from the starter and getting their best today from Coor, Singer, you know, I'm happy to have one more day to fight.
What's that say about Tanner that he was at, obviously his pitch count got a little up, but he's out there battling pitch for pitch against a first rounder in Coor on the mound?
Yeah, just keep growing and developing. You know, he'll get to do that with Team USA this summer. He'll get to do that with the Cape. After that, he'll get to come back here for another round of Southeastern Conference baseball as a sophomore. And, you know, that's why he's going to be pretty good when we start talking about him as a junior, probably. Every one of these things accelerate his growth. And there's a lot of growth to do, but that's the exciting part of it, for him to just go battle and go with what he's got right now. And these will just be layers and stuff. If he keeps working hard and we keep giving him great opportunities and getting him around great people, and you know, iron sharpens iron from playing in the best league in America. I'm excited. Can't wait for his growth.
Butch Jarvis is a guy that has made so many defensive plays this year for you guys, and you thought he was going to be a big-time offensive player the last couple of years. What's it mean to see him get that hit?
You just root for guys like that. You know, I do think he's the best second baseman in the Southeastern Conference, and we had a heck of a play made by Florida's second baseman today. The dive play in the 4-hole was beautiful today. He just wouldn't see in the ball early, especially the changeup with Coor, and that's why you have to hang in there. For him to hang in there and get that last at bat, there's nobody on our team that deserves that more than Luke Jarvis. And I think to a man on a team, a coach, player, if they had somebody up there for them to be able to get a hit like that in a big ball game, I think it's the first super regional win in Auburn baseball history. That's significant. And for Luke Jarvis to get it, there's nobody more deserving.
Coach, you talk about you know, matching Florida's pitching. How do you feel like your pitching sets up for Monday, and how you thought about starter?
I've been very respectful of the game to just stay at one game at a time. We'll throw Andrew Mitchell tomorrow, so at least I know we'll throw Andrew will get the start for us. But we'll do the same routine we did last night. We'll go back, we'll give them 2 or 3 hours to go visit, eat, shower. Then we'll start with 8 o'clock. We'll have a team meeting together. We'll break off into positional meetings, pitchers, hitters. Once that's concluded, then we'll have a coaching staff, and we'll start hammering all that stuff out before we put it to bed. So that's all we know is our starter, and we still have a lot to work. And we'll do the same routine of preparation for tomorrow that we did last night.
But
How about from
how do you feel about having a fifth-year senior on the mound for a winner-take-all type of game?
I feel good because of the way he's thrown the baseball recently. He's had some good outings for us. He's driven the ball in his zone, started a game in the regional. The Vanderbilt game is huge in my mind. The LSU game was tremendous. Pretty consistent performer. You know, he's a good left-hander. He's throwing the ball well. Got away from him here. I think we're up 4-0 in this game 3 earlier in the year. Here at Florida, he did start game 3 down here, and we're in pretty good shape. And Florida had a 6 spot, and we just couldn't get out of the inning and wound up running away from us. So we'll figure out a way to navigate around that tomorrow is the plan. You got a follow-up?
No, I was just going to ask about just the rest of your bullpen. You know, the fact that you threw Cody for 3 innings, how rested do you feel like it is?
I feel like Davis Daniels will come back. I think he threw 42 pitches yesterday. Greenhill could come back, but I think you're looking at hitter by hitter. I don't think you're counting a ton of innings. It's all hands on deck. I don't know which pitching staff's the deepest, but you know, we'll probably find that line tomorrow if the offenses show up. I don't think we played our best offensive game yet. I don't think we busted out the way I think we're capable of and have had the potential to do recently. So that would be exciting for me if we come back out and play the kind of offense that I know we haven't played in these 2 games that I think's the potential to come about. I saw some heightened focus these last couple of innings that excited me for tomorrow.
Butch, as a pitching guy, you've said this before about Casey sometime this year, but do you take more from a start like this from Tanner when he doesn't have his stuff, but he's just kind of out there fighting?
Our game plan, honestly, was built more off of Davis Daniels the last couple of innings going in today, and that matched our 2 pitchers that threw today. So we were doing some things with Davis Daniel in the ball game that built our game plan for today's ball game more than Mize's outing yesterday.
Coach, if I can ask this, I want to ask you about Will Holland. You mentioned he's a very emotional young guy. How does that carry over 7 innings later? He comes through the big hit there.
Yeah, I can just tell when a young Will Holland, an inconsistent Will Holland, is just that could take him out of the frame for the rest of the game. And you would just get inconsistent play. There's a level of maturity now of going through this that I thought, you know, I kept going back around the 3rd and 4th inning. I left him alone about the 4th inning. I thought he was back and got past it. He would just carry things. He wants to do so well that he would just carry the weight of somebody trying to get him or trying to hurt him or the game not going his way. So I'm excited about his maturity as well today because I thought he was really focused. About the 4th inning, I left him alone. These guys have played so many games here, 65 games or whatever. So I'm kind of out of that business. We got to do a couple of tactical things in a great close ball game, but I kind of see my task as just kind of keeping them in the frame and heading the right way and with the right attitude. And he's grown so much from that. I'm excited. That's helping his game come along.
But for you, just the program, you talked about it, the taking steps to now have 1 game for a shot at Omaha. What's that mean?
Yeah, it's just anything's possible with our program. It's just a lot of hard work, and some young men have come to our campus, our program, that are making real impacts and making a difference. But you know, you don't know what's going to happen in 1 game, but I think there's enough going on to feel like that anything can be possible. To be able to hang with, you know, great teams, winning teams. I think at least I would want our people to feel like our fans, our university, and above all our players to feel like we belong. And all these things are barriers or walls or doors we're trying to knock down. And every day we do this, we're kind of inching toward, you know, making that a reality.